Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you guys. So you can see I'm not starting this video from work. I'm actually at home heading out to work. I started a little bit later today, but let me share what I'm going to take with me. I have this baggie of broccoli and I plan to steam it right before I eat. And I have 2 pork sausage patties right here and 2 scrambled eggs. And I am starting my day with some bulletproof coffee. So, I'm thinking of starting a water challenge this coming Thursday. So if you guys want to join me on it, let me know. It will be starting for sure now. I'm thinking Thursday. So I'm going to wrap this up for right now, and I'll be back with you guys a little bit later. Okay, so it is my first meal of the day, aka lunch, brunch, or whatever you want to call it. The sausage patties are right here. Eggs, see if you can see that, my eggs, and my broccoli. So I am going to eat this up, and I hope you guys are having a good morning, and I am going to check in a little bit later. See you in the bed. Howdy y'all, I am going to show you something, and please do not judge me. This is my back room dedicated to keto stuff. I got so much keto stuff, it is ridiculous. I don't know, have I passed being a keto hoarder or something? This is awful. So I need to schedule some giveaways. Giveaways, people, really quick, because this is ridiculous. Hi, you guys. So that was my big confession. I have a room full of keto stuff. It's ridiculous. And yes, I do need to do a giveaway, and I am going to start pulling it together really soon. But on another note, like the hoarding keto person I am, I have a new find. And it's not necessarily a keto find. Someone on Instagram, my Instagram feed, was talking about it. And I think at one point I did have some of this supplement. Mushrooms. And this one has, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strains of mushrooms, which is good for the immune system and other things. My first encounter for me to even start looking that up was years ago, years ago. I had a coworker, and she had a family history of ALS, and she had recently found out her brother was diagnosed with it. So because me not knowing anything about ALS, I had to start researching and looking at it, and the more I looked at it, the more I got heart palpitations, and just like, oh my God, this poor woman. And then I started looking at, well, I know can be like this family history of it. It could be genetic, but sometimes it's just very random. So I was just kind of looking at not so much cures, but things that can help protect you. Because from what I read, now I could be totally wrong because this has been a long time. It has to do with that layer, that fatty layer that's protecting the myelin sheaths of your nerves, and that fatty sheets that just break down, and you no longer have nothing protecting the nerves. So, and when I was researching, it popped up that medicinal mushrooms were really good for protecting that fatty layer. So that was my first, if you will, encounter of trying to look at medicinal mushrooms and its uses and all that stuff. Besides, it's really good for the immune system. So I'm going to actually see how I'm going to implement this into my regimen, whether it's I'm taking it or I'm adding it to my, open up the capsules and put it in my green juice. Who knows? I'm not quite sure, but I do want to start maybe tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. So, on to my meal. Well, what I have here, shredded pork. This is some shredded pork I had picked up at, I think if you saw my mini little haul, that shredded pork from Costco. It has nothing really in it except the meat and salt. And what I'm going to add to this is some broccoli, and from my hoarding stash, I have some of this. I got with one of my keto boxes, some sugar-free barbecue sauce, guys, sugar-free. And this one is even lower in carbs. Is 2 carbs for 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to see how this one tastes opposed to the other one, which is, I think, about 3 carbs, 3 or 4 carbs, somewhere around there. So, and I have started filling up my little salt container, and I don't know if anyone is weird the way I am. So, I have this huge tub of pink Himalayan salt, which was hell to open. And I have this container of the white sea salt. What I like to do is mix the two and then put them in my salt shaker. I don't know if anyone is weird like that. It's very subtle, a very subtle, difference between the two tastes anyway. But I combine them for the added benefits, and to me it tastes really good. So I don't know if anyone is really weird that way. I am just so rambling, and I'm not sure why. But I do thank everyone for following me on my journey. And, oh yeah, one more thing. Water challenge. We are going to start the water challenge Thursday morning. So, get ready with your water bottles. And this water challenge is not so much, oh God, you drink 100 ounces of water. It's to be mindful to get some water in you. I myself believe we do need a certain amount of water, whatever that certain amount is for you is, and only you know what that is. And sometimes it's just hard to drink, the water. I get up, I do my bulletproof coffee. I may have some water with a flavor enhancer. Then I may just have like a half, maybe bottle of water after that or something. So I know that's not quite nearly enough. So my goal is to at least get in, I'm going to say 64 ounces for me. And for you, it could be 100 or it could be 30. It could be whatever. To try to do better than what you were doing before. So that's just a challenge to do better. So that's going to start on Thursday. And I'm not sure if I'm just going to do daily vlogs or do some kind of combined vlogs of how much water I've been taking in. So I haven't figured that part out, but it's starting on Thursday. So I want to just end this blog here. I thank you guys so much for following me. Don't forget to, down below, right here somewhere, like, subscribe, and share and comment. And I'm going to be back for another full day of eating, and the water challenge is going to start. I will see you then.